A new coronavirus vaccine has demonstrated over 89% efficacy. It is the first shot to show in trials that it's effective against the more contagious variant that was first reported in the UK. Our Ian Lee is following this story, as well as other stories for us from London. What can you tell us about this latest vaccine, Ian?
Good morning, Anne-Marie. This vaccine gives us another weapon in our arsenal against the virus, and as you pointed out, the results are promising. Large-scale trials in the UK showed the vaccine to be 89.3% effective and that it works against the new variant. But results from the tests out of South Africa were less promising. There, it was shown to be 60% effective in people without HIV. South Africa is dealing with a new strain of the virus that has some health experts concerned. Nonetheless, U.S.-based Novavax is bullish about getting their vaccine to the masses later this year. But first, of course, health regulators will scour through the data before giving it the green light. Next, we're in China, where China is warning Taiwan any push for independence would mean war. And the increase in tensions comes after Beijing steps up military activities near the island. The U.S. has tried to downplay the tensions, saying that there's no need for a confrontation, but the U.S. reaffirmed its commitment to help protect Taiwan. Chinese leader Xi Jinping views the island as part of China and has told the U.S. not to meddle in their internal affairs. Democratic Taiwan broke off from the mainland during the Chinese Civil War and has charted its own course. Next, we're in Hong Kong, where 2.9 million people are eligible to move to the United Kingdom under a new visa. The decision came after China tightened its control over the territory last year. Beijing introduced a new security law, all but stripping Hong Kong of its quasi-independence. China has rounded up pro-democracy campaigners in the aftermath. The UK government expects about 300,000 people to take them up on their offer. The new visa offers a pathway to citizenship. Residents of Hong Kong can apply using an app, and that's crucial, says UK officials, to reduce the risk of applicants being identified and targeted by Chinese authorities. Finally, we're in Lebanon, where protesters burnt several government buildings in the country's second largest city of Tripoli. One demonstrator was shot dead by security forces, while more than 200 were injured in overnight clashes. People are angry, not only at the coronavirus lockdown, but the general ineptitude of the government. The country is facing an economic crisis and a revolving door of leadership. Just to give you an idea of how bad things are, the Lebanese currency has lost more than 80% of its value, and unemployment is well over 30%. And Anne-Marie, I've spent a lot of time in Lebanon, and the core of the problem is different sectarian factions that have sliced up the country into their own fiefdoms, leading to rampant corruption. Experts say key to solving these problems is breaking up that sectarian control, but those groups have in the past threatened violence if there was any change to the status quo.
Of course, typically people don't give up power when you ask nicely, and then, you layer on top of all of that the pandemic and the fallout from the pandemic, and there's a lot going on there. Ian, thank you so much.